Bob Beamon had a rather unremarkable career at the top level, except for one outstanding season. At the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City, he achieved a historic performance. His world record long jump of 8.90 meters shattered the previous record by a staggering 55 centimeters. This phenomenal performance not only secured him the Olympic gold medal, but also established a new Olympic record that remains unbeaten to this day. Following his monumental achievement, he never managed to record another jump over 8.30 meters. He ultimately retired from competition before the next Olympic Games. Beamon's jump cemented his performance as a singular, legendary feat, making him the ultimate icon of the one-hit wonder in athletics history. Lamont Marcell Jacobs never managed to replicate his peak season from Tokyo 2021. During the Tokyo 2021 Olympics, he caused a major upset by winning the 100-meter Olympic gold medal. He set a new European record with his 9.80 second time in the final. His victory was particularly shocking because prior to 2021, Jacobs was known more as a competitive long jumper. Since that career-defining race, his journey has been fragmented and inconsistent, largely due to a series of recurring injuries. As a result, he has rarely approached his Tokyo winning time since then. His post-Olympic struggles highlight the immense difficulty of staying at the pinnacle of global sprinting. By the way, thanks for 900 subscribers. You are the best. Billy Mills' career at the top level was largely unremarkable, save for a single unforgettable performance. The 10,000-meter race at the 1964 Tokyo Olympics became the stage for one of the greatest upsets in sports history. Mills, a virtually unknown former U.S. Marine, surged past the world record holder and favorite in the final moments to seize a completely unexpected gold medal. He shattered his personal best by nearly 50 seconds. This proved to be his only major international victory. He never again reached such heights on the global stage, and his Tokyo triumph remains his sole championship win at that level. His story is therefore entirely defined by this singular, extraordinary achievement. Marius Corbett's time at the top level defined by a single, spectacular season. He arrived at the 1997 Javelin World Championships in Athens as a complete unknown, yet he left as a champion. Defying all expectations, he secured the Javelin World Championship title, a victory made even more impressive by a personal best throw that was over 4.5 meters farther than his previous best. In a stunning upset, he even triumphed over the legendary Jan Železny. This championship remains the sole medal of his career, a singular, unrepeated high point in his athletic journey. Costas Kenteris' career at the top level was a dramatic mix of a meteoric rise and a scandalous fall. He burst onto the scene from relative obscurity, achieving significant success in the 200-meter event. This culminated in an unexpected 200-meter Olympic gold at Sydney 2000. He continued his winning streak with a 2001 World Championship title in the same event, solidifying his reputation as a top sprinter. However, his career took a drastic and unfortunate turn just before the 2004 Athens Olympics. Kostas Kenteris became embroiled in controversy when he faked a motorcycle crash to avoid a doping test. This scandal effectively ended his career, preventing him from competing in his home country's Olympics and replicating his earlier triumphs. Andrey Silnov is a classic example of an athlete whose entire career is overshadowed by a single, remarkable season. He won the Olympic high jump gold in Beijing 2008. He achieved a dominant victory with a jump of 2.36 meters, showcasing his athletic prowess. Silnov's inclusion on the Russian team was a last-minute addition, making his gold medal even more unexpected. The Beijing win was the clear peak of his career, a moment he never surpassed. Unfortunately, Silnov later received a retroactive doping ban from the sport, casting a shadow over his Olympic achievement and effectively ending his competitive career at the highest level. Irving Saladino will forever be remembered for one extraordinary year in his career. He achieved a historic milestone for his home country, winning Panama's first and only Olympic gold medal. He became the long jump Olympic champion at the Beijing 2008 Games. Saladino was considered the world's best jumper from 2006 to 2008, consistently dominating the event with his performances. However, after 2008, his career became plagued by a series of injuries and technical issues, preventing him from maintaining his top form. Ultimately, his time at the very top of the sport remained relatively short, defined by a brilliant but brief peak. For Danny Everett, a singular performance truly defined his time in the sport. A prominent 400-meter runner of the late 1980s and early 1990s, he delivered a performance that placed him among the fastest in history. At the 1992 U.S. Olympic trials, he ran the 400 meters in an astonishing 43.81 seconds. This time was then recorded as the second fastest in history, showcasing his immense talent. However, an injury sustained right before the Barcelona Olympics prevented him from competing at his peak on the world stage. Consequently, Everett never again reached that same elite level of performance, making his 1992 trial run the defining moment of his career. Perdita Felicien saw a remarkable ascent to the top, followed by a dramatic turn. She achieved a surprising victory at the 2003 World Championships in Paris, winning a gold medal. This unexpected triumph elevated her to become the clear favorite for the 2004 Athens Olympics. However, her Olympic dreams were dramatically altered when she fell at the very first hurdle during the Athens Games. This single, pivotal moment in Athens ultimately defined her career, overshadowing her earlier success. The Paris World Championship remains her only outdoor World Championship title, marking it as the pinnacle of her achievements. Shingo Suetsugu experienced a career high that catapulted him into national recognition. He earned a bronze medal in the 200-meter event at the 2003 Paris World Championships. In the same year, he set the Asian record with a time of 20.03 seconds, highlighting his exceptional speed. This performance marked a historic moment as he became the first Japanese man to medal in a track sprint at a global championship. The achievement transformed him into a national hero in Japan. This bronze medal remains his only individual medal at a global championship, solidifying its significance in his career. If you enjoyed these stories and want more track and field content, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more.